Connor, the starting 5 team is back where it belongs for a championship night of Tourney Report.
Absolutely. Ben, I've missed this so much. And, it was a little bit over a week ago that we saw so many teams come into the tournament, each and every single one of them fighting for the chance to earn the right to represent their region in the state championship.
A dribble and a dream. Let's see who's going to state championships. Number 2, Central Rustic, and number 4, Skank in the Class D North Championship. Panthers, Lily Bird is left all alone on the wing and drills the three-pointer. Wolverines, tic-tac-toe, Addison Freeman, Mallory Brown, Harley Sprague for 2. 10-9 CA after 1. Stevie Pierce knocks it down from the free throw line. But we're going the other way. That's where Abby Hutchins is good from downtown. 21-19 Skank at the half. Wolverines a big run to start the third. Sprague to Freeman to go up 10. Hutchins beats the third quarter buzzer for a 36-29 Wolverines lead. But look out. Bird going coast to coast before handing off to Maggie Mann. Sprague to Brown to go up 3 with 2:15 left. But we continue. Mann makes it a 1-point game 15 seconds later. A great pocket pass from Lydia Matarazzo to Brown to go back up 3. Burt to Mann once more, going up 1 with 55 seconds left. In the final seconds, Skank down 3. Wolverines can't get a shot off beyond the arc. The Panthers win the region. The final score, Central Rustic 43, Skank 40.
Now, the Class C South Championship between number 1 Valley and number 3 St. Dominic. The Saints Piper Croto with the tough lay-in over the Cavaliers. Now, Ben, Valley came to play in this one. Riley Clark with the put back. Then she's got this one again off the feed from Liana Hartwell. Counted for 2. Cavs really picking up steam, though. Madeline Hill drives and dishes to Daisy Wright. And the Cavaliers come away with the D South Championship 74-47 over the Saints.
Number 1 Skank, number 2 Katahdin in the D North title game for the boys. 8-7 Wolverines after 1. Cougars Josh Martin somehow finds Brighton Hartsgrove at the top of the key for 3. 16-13 Skank at the half. Owen Wyman up strong to start the third quarter for the Wolverines. Katahdin's Connor Edwards sets up Martin in the paint for a pair, and then Wyman tosses ahead to Sam Jacobs for a 10-point lead. 29-18 Skank through 3. Edwards supplies a tough bucket on the block. Post moves. Wyman and the Wolverines can't be stopped. You can count this and the foul as Skank goes on to win the Class D North Championship. Final score, Skank 47, Katahdin 28.
From there, we go to the Southern D boys final. Had unbeaten Valley facing 19-1 St. Dom's. Quick start for the Saints. Jack Bracke with the corner 3. Then Taylor Varney ahead to Isaac Yambi for the layup. 8-0 Saints start this one out. In the third, Taylor Varney hits the floater. He had 12. St. Dom's was up double digits. Valley trying to stick around. Fisher Tewksbury to the hoop. He had 17. But the Saints pull away Jonathan Tangalamisu. The jumper, he had 13. Aiden Rand comes off the bench and hits the 3. St. Dom's up by 20. Then Bracke with another 3. He had 13 as St. Dom's wins the South 59-28.
Wow. Number 1 Penobscot Valley. Number 2 Matinalco Academy for the C North Championship. The Howlers' Lila Cummings finds a cutting Brooklyn Raymond on the baseline, and here come the Lynx. Chloe De La Cruz pivots to Addison Sear. 13-9 Matinalco after 1, and what a dime from Sear to Megan House. Cummings, though, bears down on the Lynx defense. Count this and the foul. 21-20 Matinalco at the break. Ellie Alston helps the Howlers climb in front. But Sear, a great game. She gets the call again, going up and over everybody in the paint. 32-29 Howlers through 3. Sear gets the Lynx within 3 with 24 seconds left. 12 seconds to go. Austin clutch ices it at the line. Scary. The Howlers are C North champions. They outlast the Lynx 42-37.
The Southern C girls final featured top-seeded Halldale and third-seeded Madison. Bulldogs up first half on a 13-2 run. Tori Tibbetts on the break. Halldale up 7 at the half. Bulldogs go to work inside the third. Tibbetts, the putback, she had 11. Now Bulldogs go inside to Jade Graham. Halldale up by 10. Graham had 6. Closing seconds of the quarter, Sierra Gibbons inside tied 30-16. Halldale after 3. In the 4th, Graham dishes off to Lucy Gray for the floater. Bulldogs up by 16. Madison would try to put a big rally. Reagan Cowan splits the defenders in traffic. Then Cowan drives and dishes to J.C. Moody, lead down to 7. But Gibbons helps seal a Halldale win at the free throw line. The Bulldogs defend their Class C South crown 36-25 over Madison.
Okay, so next up, number 1, Mananoc Academy, number 3, Madawaska in the C North Championship on the boys. Isaac Boyu beats the first quarter buzzer from way downtown, but the Owls trail 23-15 after 1. Madawaska in trouble in the second. Avery Jordan through the lane, 39-27 links at the half. Owls, Quinn Pelletier dances through for 2, but you cannot leave Cooper McCarthy out there. A corner 3 for a 15-point lead, starting to feel it. Pelletier buries one from Aroostook County to beat the third quarter buzzer. My goodness, 59-46 links through 3. Andrew Oliver has more points in the paint for MA as Mananoc Academy is going to the state title game. The Lynx win the North 81-71.
In the Class C boys final had top seeded Mount Abram defending state champ Monmouth Academy. Mustangs go inside of Bingham Abbott. He had 11 points in the first half. Other way, Killian Pillsbury 4-3. Now he had 11 first half points. Roadrunners by 3 at the break. In the third, Abbott the putback. He had 23. Mustangs take the lead. Roadrunners respond though. Bryce Wilcox the 3 for the lead. He had 23. Mustangs in transition. Levi Leverdier pulls up for 3. Monmouth takes the lead. Roadrunners in transition, and Pillsbury with the layup. Mount Abram up 4 after 3. In the 4th, Reagan Lockerbie inside the hoop and gets the foul. Then Pillsbury the tough finish. He had 20 points, and he was the outstanding player in the regional. The Roadrunners win Class C South 52-43 over Monmouth Academy.
You say meep. The Roadrunners in Class AA. The Wyndham and South Portland boys will battle for the gold ball. On the girls' side, Cheverus and South Portland will meet in the state title game. And in college, Husson and Vermont State Johnson will meet in the NAC Men's Basketball Championship on Saturday at 1 at the Eagles Nest. On the women's side, Maine Maritime Academy will go to Cobleskill for the conference championship at the same time. Connor, a blast. Let's do this all again for the state title next weekend, huh?
I think we need to, and I'll tell you what else we need to do. I think we need to say meep after every single one of their baskets for the rest of the history of the show.
Yes, absolutely. Well, we'll see you next week for more tournament coverage.